Time shared on the water with friends and family can create memories that last a lifetime. Whether you're in the captain's seat or riding behind the boat, these experiences can open new doors that will help you make the most out of every summer. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Carro. Together, we're going to walk you through the basics of towed water sports to help you unlock a new level of confidence, so you can make the most of every minute on the water and go boldly into each adventure that comes your way. With the popularity of wake sports continuing to rise, more and more boats are being built specifically for both wakeboarding and wakesurfing. Many of them, like this Heyday H22 behind us, comes with built-in ballast to make an amazing surf wave and wakeboard wake. But if your boat isn't equipped with a ballast system, there are a few ways to step up your wake game.
The most cost-efficient, effective way to do this is by adding aftermarket ballast, which will make your boat heavier and help it displace more water. Carro and I will give you a walkthrough on everything you need to know about correctly ballasting your boat to make sure you get the most out of your wake this summer.
Before you add any weight to your boat, be sure to check its maximum weight capacity. Most boats have it clearly marked near the driver's helm.
Adding aftermarket ballast can make a big difference in the way your boat handles, so be sure to keep that in mind.
Adding ballast to the rear of your boat is the most common way to make your wake both bigger and better. There are several ways to accomplish this.
Lead-weighted bags are one option. They are easier to move around and are much smaller than ballast bags. But ballast bags are the quickest, easiest way to add a large amount of weight to a specific area in the boat. They usually range from 50 to 1,000 pounds when full. To fill them, you'll need a pump with compatible fittings and a 12-volt outlet in your boat. Based on my experience, using a combination of both ballast bags and lead-weighted bags is optimal for most boats.
Although the size of a surf wake is important, the shape is what really makes or breaks it. You could have a chest-high wave that's unsurfable because of how messy it is. Your goal should be to have the biggest and cleanest wave possible.
You should always have more ballast filled on the side the rider has chosen to surf. This will help create a clean pocket in the wave to make sure surfing without the rope is easier. For example, this boat has 2 large built-in ballast tanks on each side, 4 in total. Here we only have one side filled, and as you can see, the wake looks great. If your boat has available storage on the sides, you can start by adding weight in those areas to see if the wake improves.
If the wake still isn't cleaning up, try adding a bit more weight to the side the rider is surfing. This is where the lead-weighted bags will save you a lot of time. Filling and emptying ballast bags can be very time-consuming compared to moving these small 50-pound bags. You can also move passengers around the boat to adjust weight distribution.
Adding some weight in the bow area is another way to improve the surf wake. Extra weight in the rear of the boat will increase the height of the surf wake, but adding weight to the bow will increase the length of the clean surf area. Just keep in mind, it could also reduce the height.
Another great way to step up your wake is to use an external shaper. Some new boats like this one don't require one. But if you're having trouble dialing in the wake, a shaper can help by creating a larger clean area to surf.
In some cases, you can evenly weight the boat and simply move the shaper from side to side, depending on where the rider is surfing. Keep in mind these shapers always go on the side opposite the surfer. They're typically installed a few inches below the water surface near the rear corner of the boat.
Now we'll get into properly ballasting a boat for wakeboarding, which will be a bit more straightforward. Increasing the size of your wakeboard wake can be as simple as evenly distributing ballast or weighted bags throughout your boat. Keep in mind that it's very important to have the boat evenly weighted from side to side.
If you've tried evenly distributing ballast throughout your boat and the wake still doesn't look clean, try shifting weight from front to back or vice versa. Sometimes having too much or a lack of weight in certain areas of the boat can have a huge influence on the shape of the wake.
If your boat is equipped with trim tabs or a wake plate, they can help clean up your wake as well. Try moving the trim tabs or plate up or down while underway to see how it affects the wake.
Figuring out the perfect ballast setup for any boat could take some time, so don't be discouraged if you're unable to get it perfect right away.
Keep in mind that the number of passengers and where they're seated can make a huge difference in the wake size and shape. Don't be shy to ask people to move around to help provide the best experience for everyone, both in and behind the boat.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Boating Basics presented by Mercury Marine.